President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. May we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity with the DPWH officials and development partners. Thank you very much, Mr. President. At this juncture, may we invite the President to lead the unveiling of the project marker. He will be joined by DPWH Secretary Manuel Banoan and Korean Ambassador Lee Sang-hwa, Pampanga Governor Dennis Pineda, Pampanga 4th District Representative Ana York Bondok, and Masantol Mayor Jose Antonio Bustos. And House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Once again, may we invite the President to lead the unveiling of the project marker. He will be joined by DPWH Secretary Manuel Banoan, Korean Ambassador Lee Sang-hwa, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, Pampanga Governor Dennis Pineda, Pampanga 4th District Representative Ana York Bondok, and Masantol Mayor Jose Antonio Bustos. At this juncture, may we enjoin everyone to witness the unveiling of the project marker. Ready, Mr. President? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. The marker reads as follows. The Integrated Disaster Risk Reduction and Climate Change Adaptation Project Stage 1 or IDRR-CCA, inaugurated by His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Barangay Bebe Anak, Masantol, Pampanga, August 7, 2024. Thank you, Mr. President, and congratulations, DPWH. At this point, may we invite the President to lead the inspection of the project. He will be joined by DPWH Secretary Manuel Banoan, Korean Ambassador Lee Sang-hwa, House Speaker Martin Romualdez, Governor Dennis Pineda, Representative Ana York Bondok, and Mayor Jose Antonio Bustos, and DPWH Senior Undersecretary Emil K. Saday. The Integrated Disaster Risk Reduction and Climate Change Adaptation Project is a flood control measures in the low-lying areas of Pampanga Bay. The project aims to mitigate flood risks in the local river network caused by global climate condition and continuous sediment transport in the river system and lahar flows from the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, which changed the landscape and topography of the province of Pampanga. The IDRR-CCA would help reduce the flood level and duration by improving the drainage efficiency of the tributarial river network, Third River, the Eastern Branch River, Kaduang Tete River, and Sapang Maragul River. The project was made possible through the technical assistance and funding facility availability extended by the government of Korea to the Philippine government. This endeavor best demonstrates the flourishing partnership between the governments of Korea and the Philippines. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. We may now
and support local infrastructure. However, this completed project, Mr. President, is just stage 1 of the overall contemplated project. There's a planned stage 2 for the project to realize its full objective of addressing the flooding problem in the area. The preparation of stage 2 of the project is underway through the updating of the flood control management master plan and feasibility studies and detailed engineering. In closing, Mr. President, in behalf of the Department of Public Works and Highways, we wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who played a role in the completion of Phase 1, Stage 1 of this project being inaugurated today, from the engineers, the construction workers, to the national policymakers and community leaders for the collective effort and support given to the successful implementation and realization of this project. At this point, Mr. President, may I ask to take a moment to watch a short video that provides the detailed overview of the project.
Again request Secretary Manuel Bonoan to introduce our guest of honor and speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you, Secretary Manny Bunuan, for your introduction. Please take your seats. With us today is House Speaker, Speaker Martin Romualdez. Of course, His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Republic of Korea to the Philippines, His Excellency Lee Sang-hwa. Pampanga 4th District Representative Ana York Bondok, who is the whose district is the beneficiary of this very important and very extensive, large project for flood control. Patrol Party List Representative George Bustos. Pampanga Provincial Governor Dennis Padilla has also joined us. Masantol Municipal Mayor Jose Antonio Bustos, and all the other local chief executives and local officials present. My fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. It is with great pleasure that I join you here today to inaugurate the Integrated Disaster Risk Reduction and Climate Change Adaptation Project, Stage 1. A project made possible with the help from our friends in the Korean government, and as a response to the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in June 1991 that spewed massive amounts of volcanic ash that covered vast swaths of the province of Pampanga. This led to heavy siltation along the streams, rivers, all the waterways, decreasing the discharge capacities and causing heavy flooding during the rainy season, especially in the low-lying municipalities of Macabebe, Masantol, Minalin, and Santo Tomas. The province has also suffered perennial loss of life and damage to properties due to heavy flooding. So it had to be addressed through the construction of these flood control structures. In response, the Philippine government, with the technical and financial assistance of the Korean government, developed a study which became the foundation for the construction of structural measures that we now have the privilege to inaugurate. The IDRR CCA-1 costs more than 7 billion pesos, and it aims to mitigate flood damage by increasing the discharge capacity of the Third River, the Eastern Branch River, the Sapang Maragul River, and the Caduang Tete River. To fully realize the project's benefits and provide long-term solutions to flooding here in Pampanga, I am now instructing the Department of Public Works and Highways to ensure all of the IDRR CCA will be proceeding as scheduled. I have the assurance, as we were looking at the floodgates and the technical explanation of what this is, the ambassador assures me that the planning and the technical examination for stage 2 has already begun. Maraming salamat po. Once it is fully completed, the IDRR CCA will reduce the flood level and flood duration from 68 days to 17 days in the municipalities of Macabebe, Masantol, Minalin, and Santo Tomas. We are very optimistic that this will redound to improving the people's lives by enhancing the disaster resilience of all our communities. The DPWH has also completed several other flood control projects here in Region 3. Among these is the construction of a flood control structure at the Pampanga River in Gabaldon, Nueva Ecija. The flood control structure cost around 85 million pesos, was completed last May. Another completed project is the rehabilitation of the eroded bank of the Pampanga River at Kandanting, Arayat, and that project was cost 91 million pesos, was completed in October of last year. So let me assure all that the government, through the Public Works, will expeditiously complete the ongoing flood control projects here in Region 3. However, this is only half of the solution. Flood control projects are meant to help minimize the effects of flooding, and they will help in reducing the size of the areas affected, decreasing the height of the flood, and shortening the time for flooding to subside. With climate change and with the effects of an increasing overpopulation, we expect that we will experience more and more of these historic flooding events. For flood control to work, we must do our part in maintaining our canals and waterways and in recycling and properly disposing of our garbage. Rest assured that this government is working and doing all it can to pursue initiatives and programs to protect our citizens and the environment, to innovate current trends in disaster risk reduction and management, as well as to ensure heightened climate responsibility and justice. But our local government units and our citizens also have an extremely important role to play. At this juncture, let me once again thank our friends from the Korean government for their help in completing this important stage 1 of the IDRR CCA project. Let us continue to explore other areas of cooperation that will uplift both our countries and the lives of our people. Let me extend also my gratitude to the officials and the people of the province of Pampanga, whose solidarity and collaboration has resulted in the successful completion of the IDRR CCA-1. I also acknowledge the efforts of the Department of Public Works and Highways and everyone who has worked on the completion of this grand project. It demonstrates the government's commitment to delivering quality, safe, and environmentally friendly infrastructure to all Filipinos. Thank you, and let this occasion mark the beginning of a new era of sustainable progress for Pampanga and for the Philippines. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Dakal kasalamat.